The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Sportscast. I am your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, Scooter McGurman, and alongside me, as usual, I have two great stand-up comedians from the Wichita area. First, to my left, the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year Award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
Good evening, Scotty.
Good evening. How's it going?
Well, this is an unprecedented Monday recording.
Yes.
We were going to get Garfield in here. Fucker hates Mondays. So, other than that, though, day's going great.
Good. We also have the very poorly dressed, the wreck, Mr. Derek Alders.
Yeah, that's all I had left at your mom's house.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't you have anything newer?
Yeah.
No, this straight out of 1969.
Huh.
No, that's great.
We had
Still
to get
looks
the
like
obligatory 69 laugh.
Yeah, use it to wipe my ass with. Anyway.
You don't wipe your ass.
Never. And then I make my wife give me a rim job. Anyways, man, we had a freaking week. Did you guys have anything go on?
No, I just pretty much worked and
Yeah?
that's about it. Yeah,
That was about it. How about you, Jeremy?
Nice Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yeah, all of your pull-out games suck.
and none of the single moms.
Yeah, none.
Yeah, you get your own day.
That's right.
I had a very good steak at an otherwise subpar restaurant, but, you know, it was a nice day.
You're the only
Golden
dad.
Corral is
Yeah.
a classy place.
It sure is. It sure is. That all-you-can-eat buffet
Yes.
was definitely all I could eat.
That's awful.
Put M&Ms on the salad.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweet and healthy.
That's fucking gross, man.
No, don't knock it till you try it.
No, I don't want to.
Dress it with the hot fudge. Absolutely.
That's fucking
Get
gross.
rid of the lettuce, put some ice cream on there.
Yeah, that's a salad. What, you don't like ice cream?
I'm weird. I don't like chocolate, and I like some ice cream. I'm fucking weird. Or cake. I don't like cake either. Yeah, birthdays were pizzas.
Maybe that's why you weigh 90 pounds.
I definitely don't weigh 90 pounds. I'm getting a little up there.
Yeah, it's the beard, though. That's what does it.
Oh, is that what does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at a loss for words. I didn't know an individual like you existed.
Yeah, they do.
Scotty, you had a busy week. You blew up 2 oil tankers.
Yeah.
You un-American piece of shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Don't like fucking cake and ice cream.
Fucking got a
My
box
bad.
cutter on you somewhere?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm good.
We're recording on Monday because Scotty's taking flying lessons.
No, actually recording on Monday because Derek actually has a show tomorrow night, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I do.
Well, I guess whenever this comes up, it'll be
Tonight.
that night. Yeah, absolutely. So go over the show. Go ahead and get your plug in there.
Yeah, it'll be tonight, technically, Tuesday, at Tiny's Bar and Grill in Mulvane at 7 p.m. It's Mr. Aaron Hahn, Elijah Graves, who was a former Wichita's Funniest Person, Aaron Naylor's headlining it, who was also a former Wichita's Funniest Person, and then my dumbass.
Yeah.
So
There you go. So get your get out and see him. He's very good at what he does. And then Jeremy, you got one coming up.
I do. Next Wednesday, it's the night of Too Many Jeremys at the Looney Bin in Wichita, Kansas, right here. It's going to be me. It's going to be Jeremy Ricci, Jeremy Rush, and Jeremy Westbrook.
There you go.
That's way too many Jeremys.
Yep, it is way too many Jeremys.
Is he related to Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, it is Russell Westbrook.
Is it the same guy?
Same guy.
It is. Yeah.
Just with like the glasses with the big nose and the mustache
Well,
on him?
it's actually Michael Westbrook, the wide receiver, played at Colorado University, caught Cordell Stewart's Hail Mary pass against Michigan in 1992.
Oh, not Bryant Westbrook that used to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Different Westbrook.
No, that not even related to that guy.
Okay.
What are you, fucking stupid? Jesus.
Sometimes.
Well,
It's the night of too many Westbrooks.
It is. Yeah, way too many Westbrooks there.
well, I actually had my very first show. but it wasn't really stand-up comedy. I got to...
Congratulations. Which side of the hole were you on? Were you on the front half of the glory hole or the back half? And who held the camera?
I bet you ran those puppets real good, didn't you?
No.
You ever gotten a hand job when someone's wearing finger puppets? Holy shit.
That's the only way I get hand jobs.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. It kind of brings back a little
sure does.
nostalgia into it.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm in kindergarten again.
I got my dick stuck in a Chinese finger trap once. That was
Oh my God. Anyways, no, I actually got to roast my high school baseball coach. That's actually why I'm wearing this jersey is for him, give him a huge shout out. We had a really great time. Got to, have some inside jokes with a whole bunch of guys I haven't seen in almost 13, 14 years or even more. Mm-hmm. And it was really successful. It was a really good time. So I do want to give a shout out to Coach Jamie Fowler. That was a very good time. And his wife, Melanie. That was just an absolute blast. So got to tell some jokes. People laughed, actually.
What?
No shit.
God
I
damn.
actually am somewhat funny.
Jeremy write them all for you?
No, you did.
No, I didn't write any of them.
Oh, okay.
I helped you with like one or two.
Yeah, one
those
or
were
two.
probably the funny ones.
They were.
Yeah.
It's always best when they say, "Who's there?" Right? That's how you know a joke's going to work.
That's when you got them. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's
They're
when you got it
invested.
hooked in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he ain't going to say orange again, is he?
Yeah.
Or no,
What?
banana.
What
are
do you
terrible.
get when you cross those two things together?
Orange and a banana? Jesus, I don't know.
My ass.
But anyways, great time, excellent weekend. But get into the show. This show is about us taking jokes a little too far with sports being the main topic, and we'll talk about stuff not sports related. But we had a busy fucking week.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit going on, and my Raptors fucking won.
Yeah.
Had to fucking take
The
out Klay
Raptors he
Thompson.
picked against.
I did pick against them. That was not the smarter pick,
It's,
I think we all picked
I don't-
against them.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, nobody saw this coming.
No.
I think if Clay doesn't get hurt for the fourth quarter and miss the whole fourth, and
Yeah.
he was leading scorer in that game. Mm-hmm. So he didn't go down and blow his ACL, which sucks for him because he's out. He was a free agent, I think, wasn't he?
That's kind of the way that I understand it. That's kind of the topic right now because it's very, and we kind of touched on it a little bit because Durant may have the opportunity to
He can opt in.
which
Which why wouldn't you?
right, especially when you're gonna be missing basically an entire season. So what are the Golden State Warriors going to do with the cap? Because they're going to have to get rid of somebody, and I really don't think
And
that
Clay ain't playing all year either. Clay's done for next year. He
it-
tore his ACL.
I know, but
He's done.
Okay,
I would fire Green.
you get rid of Draymond.
Draymond Green.
Okay.
I think everybody stays, but they just can't. They can't really make any moves
Yeah.
because I mean you're not going to get a deal like Boogie Cousins for the league minimum now.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, me and Jeremy basically, changed our picks last week or the week before. I can't remember, and we basically said that the Raptors were gonna take it in 6, and we were right.
yeah, congratulations.
Litsky for you.
No Litsky. There was no Litsky bet there.
It doesn't work during the show anyway.
Yeah, but we could do it after the show.
We did that last time, and it
I
just
know.
wasn't as good.
But I bet you it'd still hurt.
I'm thinking now we get to throw fastballs at whoever loses.
Does the person getting fastballs thrown at them get a bat?
No.
Fuck. I don't like that.
Overhand or underhand?
I'm not too worried about you guys throwing fastballs at me. I'm sorry, but I just don't.
I got a hose, dude.
Do you?
And an arm.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well,
I got to be honest with you. That game 6, for a guy who's fallen off the NBA train, I enjoyed that game very much.
Fucking let everybody
I mean, the fact that the team I was rooting for won was great, but that was an old school fucking game. They got rough and tumble. They were getting after each other a little bit, and the refs were letting them play.
yeah, for the most part.
And that's what the NBA really needs to get to. I think we're going to see a lot more blown ACLs that way.
Yeah.
Because, boy, he fucking fell hard, too.
He did. I mean, he just landed really fucking awkward, but he
Yeah.
got hit. He didn't get hit in the leg. He got hit practically in the head for the most
Well,
part.
I mean, but you can't. It wasn't like a flagrant foul. He was going for the block.
he was going for the ball.
Yeah.
And
It was a foul to be for sure. And
sure.
Then that pussy didn't even shoot his free throws.
no, he did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. He walked out. This is the funny thing. He walked out off the court and was somewhat walking fine back there. And then they came.
Adrenaline, though.
Well, and then they come and somebody runs down the tunnel and grabs him and says, if you don't shoot these free throws, you can't come back into this game. Like, you can't do that. You basically will not be allowed to play the rest of the game.
It's like being pinch hit for.
Yeah. So basically, he ends up coming back onto the floor. Everybody cheers because it's like, okay, he's going to be fine. He shoots, makes both free throws, and then gets.
I thought somebody else shot him for him.
No, he came back. And then they took him back down the tunnel. But because he made those free throws and then left to go back, he ended up being called for the game because torn ACL.
Jeez.
So, but I was just as entertained as you. I found myself actually getting up and yelling at the TV, screaming when Fred, Van Vliet hit a couple of major shots.
He's a goddamn spark plug.
Fuck yes. It brought me so much joy just because of his, him playing here before. But even if you take that whole thing out, his whole story, undrafted, it didn't really have any big teams looking for him when he was in college or when he was looking for a college team to play for.
Well, he signed early. He would have played for a bigger program if he had not signed so early.
Where's he from originally?
Rockford, Illinois.
Okay.
Illinois?
Yeah, but I mean, where you're from and where he's from is like the legitimate one of the highest crime rate areas in the United States. So it was just a really fucking shitty.
Where I'm from looks like we've been preparing for hurricanes since 1989. So many fucking boarded up windows.
Yeah.
Isn't that where one of the places where they had the women's baseball league? The Rockford Peaches?
Rockford Peaches.
Oh, I'll be damned. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I've seen
At least in the
that
movie.
sounds like a Georgia team, though, the Peaches.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah, but I don't think they
I don't know.
Because
But
there was a team from Racine, Wisconsin,
Eh.
which would have been right in that general area. But I think we're burying the lead here on this NBA game. How about Drake, huh? How about that fucking guy?
How does he get a post game interview like he fucking played?
I have no.
What's he
fucking
doing coming out of the player's exit? I mean, that's a limited access
Yeah.
entrance exit there, and just walked up and addressed the fucking press like they were there for him.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's one thing, I get it. He's a famous guy. If you want to interview Drake to get an interview with Drake, fine. Yeah. But about the fucking game?
Yeah.
He was a spectator like the rest of us.
Right.
I didn't get it interviewed.
I never really was I could have gave a shit about Drake. Mm-hmm. But now I really don't fucking like that guy. You have nothing to do. You have no business with a microphone in front of your face unless you're fucking rapping or talking to Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you get a hard motherfucker in there. You get DMX in there. Yeah. Yes, interview that fucker.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Or a high ass Snoop. I would take that.
Oh yeah,
I would take a fucking high Snoop interview all day.
Yeah, that would actually be hilarious.
Yeah, but Drake?
No, Drake is. Yeah. I was really irritated that they did that. And then the other thing was today that we're recording was Monday, and that's when the parade happened, right?
Yeah.
Drake's on the fucking bus with the players.
God.
You know, before this finals, I don't think I could have picked Drake out of a lineup. I couldn't name you one Drake song.
I probably still can't name a Drake song.
Yeah, but that's just because you watch Degrassi a lot.
No, I actually know that he was on that show. I know that he was on that show, but no, I never watched Degrassi. It was like Canadian Saved by the Bell mixed with more drama and stuff.
You know more about it than I do. I just knew the name of it.
The only reason why I know is because my wife watched that show and she told me all about it. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Is she Canadian?
No.
Wouldn't surprise me, both of you being foreigners.
No.
That fucking beard.
I'm half Canadian and I'm ashamed because of Drake.
Yeah. But the parade, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
now, let me just say, I love a parade.
Okay. Some parades. Okay.
You just had your big one a couple of weeks ago or a week ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I was very proud.
Good.
Very proud.
Good. Anyway,
I just want that known. You guys need to know. I love a fucking parade.
Okay. But so the Toronto Raptors had their parade, and I thought first of all it was fucking packed.
Was there candy? Because it's not a parade without candy.
I'm sure. I'm sure there was all
better
kinds of
have
shit.
been candy.
And a
Toronto-
big fucking Snoopy balloon.
There was a
Underdog, you
there's
got
a
to
big-
get underdog.
There
in
was a
there.
big
Have to.
there was a big like raptor mascot float looky thingy.
I thought it would just be a big compass with an N for north, and
the
that would
north.
be it.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Because we all know them as the North.
yeah.
They were waving the fucking North flags, like we the North and shit like that. And
It's not the name of the team.
I know,
Yeah.
but
I'm a big Midwest Cubs fan.
yeah, exactly.
We the Midwest.
Sure.
There's another team just down the street from you that's also Midwest. So yeah.
I'm not proud to be from the Midwest,
Oh, okay.
Scott.
I'm sorry.
You talking about the Southsiders?
Yeah, the Southsiders. But that fucking parade had ESPN said 1.5 million, but the way that they were acting about how they planned for anywhere from 1.5 million to 2 million people being there, and then they stopped allowing people in because it was so crowded and it was just you just couldn't do anything, was fucking ridiculous. I don't think that number's accurate. I would probably say it's probably closer to like 2.2 million people were at this fucking parade.
It's all they got. They're in Canada.
I get it. But like Toronto's population is 2.7 million. That is ridiculous of how many people were there. I mean, there's all kinds of stories that were people not going to work, people not going to class, and it was just phenomenal seeing all these fucking people going to a parade because I'm thinking about me. Would I ever want to do that? Fuck no.
Bigger parade.
I fucking hate people that much to the point where that's just too many goddamn people being around. I'd be so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I can't. I don't go to the state fair,
Yeah.
or Riverfest or anything like that.
I don't
Just
like it either.
To
Boy.
be amongst the great unwashed, no thanks.
You would have hated being in Chicago in 2016 then.
I know.
Because there were 5
guessing
million
he would've
people at
hated
that
it.
parade.
You ruined my stat. Okay, god damn it.
The thing is enjoy it while it lasts, fucking Canucks. Because once this is over, the honeymoon's over. All you got is curling and poutine. That's
it.
Poutine's delicious.
It sure is.
God damn.
But I don't know that I'd have a parade for it. Well,
I would throw
I love
poutine at people. Like, just on a float,
just
chucking out fries, cheese, and gravy. Just
piping hot gravy fries,
Yeah.
just throwing it out.
Yeah.
Maybe some coffee.
yeah.
Throw that out there.
Some
too.
Tim Hortons.
Sure.
Yeah. Just toss that shit on out.
Toss out your spit cup.
But the crazy thing was during the parade. First of all, they were supposed to be on the podium starting to give their speech by 12:15 p.m. Central Time, basically. And they didn't get onto the podium until about 3:45, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was 2:45. They were fucking late because the buses were going really slow because of all the fucking people that were crowding the entire area. The buses didn't have anywhere to go. There were EMS crews that were trying to get to people that had minor injuries and stuff like that. They could
walk it off.
No, we'll get there in a second. But just regular minor stuff that they couldn't even get to them at all because it was just so goddamn crowded. And then double pop, gunshot. Apparently, two
Was
people.
David Ortiz at the parade?
Apparently, yeah, somebody got shot. And I
Well,
think it was
this
actually
is what
two
happens when you get those fucking rap music guys
Yeah,
involved
exactly.
with their gangster bullshit. This is why you leave him the fuck out of the parade.
people. I agree.
I'll tell you what, though. I bet, 1, they catch the guy.
Already caught.
Already caught.
Yeah.
And 2, he's probably going to have to say sorry.
Yeah, he's sorry.
He's going to have to apologize.
Did he get caught by the Mounties?
I don't think by the Mounties, but definitely got caught. There was actually 2 people with 2 guns, and there are now 2 arrested people. And the video is on our Facebook page of it actually going down. And it looked like a bunch of people that were around him apparently saw it and started beating the shit out of him.
Well, that's one less thing they have to brag about. They're always going on about how we don't have gun violence. Yes, you do.
Exactly.
Public gun violence,
That's
motherfuckers. Scoreboard.
But and that was kind of a funny thing though, because they apparently are like some of the
hilarious.
nicest people in the world, and I mean this kind of shit happens. You're like, apparently not everybody.
There's shitbags everywhere you go. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
And, they're all clamoring for a view of Drake.
yeah, right,
And there's a balloon raptor somewhere. So,
exactly.
I still like how someone on our page had wrote that you win an American championship and now you can't. Now you're trying to steal our celebration tactics.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That
awesome.
was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
I think that was
funny.
Eric Von Riker that said that.
I
that
believe.
was
VR, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, you give me a call when you light a car on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, wait till
Don't know
when
how
they
to
have to
celebrate.
start when they have to start greasing up your street lights.
Yes.
Then give me a shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did that in Philly, didn't
Yes, they did.
That's
They greased the street lights so they fucking couldn't climb the light, and they still climbed the goddamn
Yeah,
light
somebody
poles.
got up there and then fell on their fucking head. They were hanging upside down from the goddamn light and fell. I mean, they got it on video. Just cracked their fucking head. I think they were seriously hurt, which I say, maybe the world didn't need you.
Natural selection.
Yeah,
Yes.
natural selection. Very good. I just remember the Philadelphia Eagle fan that was chasing after a subway full of Philadelphia Eagle fans after they won the Super Bowl, and he just absolutely got fucking just face first into like a pillar of some kind, and everybody on the subway just like, oh shit. Did you ever see that video?
No, it was a pillar of salt. There was a Patriots fan that looked back, boom, turned to a pillar of salt.
That's fucking great.
Listen, they say God loves all his children. I'm just guessing there's somebody wished he'd have pulled out on.
And happy Father's Day to those people.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. That was my take from the parade. Let's see. It lasted too goddamn long. 2 people got shot. 2 people got arrested.
Sounds like the night I lost my virginity.
Yeah, sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Except
for the lasted too goddamn long part. That was
the one thing I wanted to point out, because I could not believe how many people, and then they told me 1.5 million. So I was like, okay, let me look at some other championships and parades and stuff like this that are comparable to this very parade. And I looked up and I was like, oh, you know what? I bet you a whole bunch of guys or people that listen to this show maybe even went to when the Kansas City Royals won the World Series.
That's a big one.
800,000, right? That one?
No, 255,000 people.
No.
That's what they said.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
I looked it up.
At the time, they said 800,000.
Oh,
Maybe that was along the parade route because they couldn't get
I have
them.
no
Yeah,
idea.
because they were stopping
in
on
there.
like 35 and everything and getting out of their cars and yeah.
Sure. Well, then I was like, okay, well, let's look up the St. Louis Blues, because the Blues just won.
Did they have their parade already?
They already had their parade.
Okay.
And they said it was the largest parade St. Louis had ever had, and it was 300,000 people.
Yeah, there's not much to celebrate in St. Louis.
I'm going to fucking throw something at you.
I'm just saying.
And
Woo, the Budweiser Brewery. Yeah. That's all you got.
Check out this bitch in art.
Yeah.
And then I was not shocked, but it's true. The number 7 most, since recorded history, the number 7 largest parade or any time where a bunch of human beings gathered in one particular area was the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series. Fuck you, Cubs fans.
So we're just talking about
2016.
mass.
I actually left
gatherings.
Gatherings.
Woodstock has to be up there, doesn't it?
I don't
700-some thousand.
know. The Chicago Cubs was 5 million people.
What about the Holocaust? That was a big gathering.
Oh, that's horrible.
5. Yeah, it was bigger.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But seriously, the ones that were above the
never
Chicago
happened.
Cubs winning the World Series in 16 was gatherings for really famous people, funerals, and an election of the Pope.
Trump's inauguration.
No. Seriously,
No politics, Derek.
Seriously though, that is fucking impressive. 5 million people, and I'm sitting here looking at the Raptors, going, "This has got to be bigger than anyone." And it's like,
Is there
no,
5 million people in Canada?
maybe not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Not
I
in
don't know.
Saskatchewan.
I know there's 5,000 in Letterkenny.
Sure there is.
Yeah,
They're probably-
hard no.
You need to take
but
10% off there, bud.
Yeah, your butthole.
You tried to take your gal out for a nice supper at the Pizza Delight, but there were 2 kids' birthday parties in there hucking fucking crayons around. Fuck, that is my favorite line maybe ever spoken. That is better than anything Thomas Jefferson ever wrote. Just
That has become my favorite show to watch.
just that deadpan expression. If you don't know what we're talking about, Letterkenny Problems. It's
on
a show.
It's on Hulu.
On Hulu.
Letterkenny.
and-
The actual TV show is on Hulu, but
There's clips all over
there's
YouTube.
clips all over YouTube and Facebook, and they kill me every time.
I had a cousin show me that about a year ago, and I fucking lost it. And I started watching it, and now I'm like on season 4. Katie, my wife's like, you're again? I'm like, yeah, again. I'm still watching.
Okay, so that was the parade. You got the end of the NBA Finals. The Blues obviously won the NHL Finals, which was cool. That was both of their first championships, both of them, the Raptors and the Blues.
The Blues have been around a long time.
And the Blues have been around a long time. And I'm a St. Louis fan, and so I always root for the Blues because I don't really get all that much into hockey.
Yeah, well, but you like the Cardinals and the Blues and the St. Louis Rams. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, fuck off. I was so pissed about that. But we had these, great teams that won their first championship. So I'm a happy camper at this point. Obviously, I wanted Fred to win one. And so
I know.
Yeah. So
Did you get the taste out of your mouth yet?
I am
'Cause
now.
You are sucking that dick so hard.
I am now off of his balls. I hope he has a good time.
I noticed at the parade he was walking a little more freely.
Yeah. All me. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dick. But
That's
now
what you were tasting.
right. But now we have some questions of what's going to happen. There's going to be there possibly are going to be a lot of players moving. We already have the trade. We already have Anthony Davis is going to the Lakers.
Yep. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and the number 4 overall pick.
Okay, so we have that going. So now the Lakers are apparently trying to target Kawhi.
Of course.
But because anybody in their right mind would.
Yeah, and LeBron can't win. LeBron just needs 3 superstars and no bench to win.
Exactly. So they're going after Kawhi.
You know what's funny, though, is with Davis. Davis is hurt about every year.
Yeah.
He misses games. But if Davis and Kawhi join LeBron, how is LeBron going to react to not being the best player on his team? Which I don't think he was with Kyrie Irving, but I would take Kawhi over LeBron any fucking day.
So would I.
Any day.
So would I.
And AD, really.
I would take AD
That's kind
definitely.
of been his MO, is that, and why they never could in Cleveland really eclipse the Warriors is because he wasn't about to have somebody else on his team that could even compete with him. He needed to be that shining star with a bunch of top tier, supporting players. And Kawhi Leonard's stock will never be higher than it probably is right now.
Right now.
I think he's the best player in the NBA right now.
Man, that's tough.
What do you think, Fred VanVleet?
No, come on. No,
Ron Baker. Ron Baker.
No, I would.
He's not in the league. He's too good.
Of course, I saw flashes of greatness during the NBA Finals. Yes, do I think he deserves the MVP? Yes, but there were a whole bunch of games where I thought he made a whole bunch of stupid decisions. I thought he dribbled through double teams when turned the ball over, made some bad decisions. And I mean, I'm not saying that the best player in the NBA can't make mistakes, but there are some of them where I'm just like, God damn, man. And his bench had to step up. The games that were the most crucial through this NBA Finals, you had everybody else chipping in. You had Danny Green, you had Fred.
That's what complete teams do, though.
That's correct, and that's kind of why it's like, man.
It's like with the Golden State those years, they had Iguodala step up. You know, you had was not Barbosa, but
Oh God,
you know what I'm talking about. Not the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's something similar to that.
Right.
But he's stepping up. You got guys like that, like guys you've never heard of. And Golden State was a complete team like that. And I think Toronto is the same thing. It's a complete team.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that I think these 3-man super teams are done.
Well, I hope so.
And they call it the NBA Finals MVP, but it's really an accumulation of the entire playoffs.
Absolutely.
To which I got to say the Raptors are not in the finals without Kawhi Leonard.
I agree. I'm not saying that I disagree with that at all. I'm just saying, man, if you're looking at the NBA Finals MVP, I still vote Kawhi, hands down.
There's not
crazy.
a doubt about that.
I know.
I thought you would have said Van Vliet all day.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. I totally give it to Kawhi. I think he was the best player on the floor other than the only other option, if you really want my honest opinion, Steph fucking Curry. I mean, even though
they say is he 0 for 8?
0 for 8 in the last 20-second game-winning shots.
Yeah, he bricked that one. They gave it to him in Game 6, and he fucking bricked it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I think he played very, very well every single game. Yeah, some of the games he didn't score 30 points. I'm in a Facebook group that is the NBA trash talkers or something like that, and I made the point. I'm just like, I would probably have no problem if they gave it to Steph Curry because he carried that fucking team.
Can you win it on a losing team?
I don't think you can.
The only time that I've ever heard of it happening in any major sport was in the Super Bowl when you're some dick for the Cowboys. Was on the losing team and he still won it. And I only know that because my friend Matt throws that shit up all the time because he's a fucking huge Cowboys honk like a real dick. And but no, typically it goes to the winning side.
Because I know like Andre Dawson was one of the only ones to win the MVP for a losing team, but that was for the season in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
He won MVP, but it was for the Cubs when the Cubs were a losing team. They won.
Right.
They didn't. I mean, I don't know how many games they won that year, but not 81.
Right.
And then when was it? 1990 maybe 89 or 90. Jimmy Johnson won NFL Coach of the Year for going 7-9.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they had gone 1-15 the year before. So
right.
And I
expectations are pretty damn low.
Yeah. And then they won the Super Bowl the next year. So
all I'm saying,
they stole all those picks from Minnesota.
All I'm saying
for the Herschel Walker trade. Yeah.
All I'm saying is Steph Curry, in my personal opinion, was the best player out on the floor. I actually think he's the best player in the NBA.
And
Steph,
most of the time he will be the best player.
I'd take Kawhi.
I completely understand. I think that's a fairly good argument.
And I would have put Durant in that conversation had he not have fucking blown his calf.
I agree with that too. But the fact is that I can think of 3 other players that are better than LeBron James in this particular discussion.
Absolutely.
And Anthony Davis. And it used to just be
KD.
That's it.
And that was the 2.
Right. But if you can honestly think, you've got LeBron James that everybody quotes to be one of the best ever, and I'm just like, I can think of 3 right now that I would put up against him every single day.
I think LeBron's going to Shaq it.
What do you mean?
I think that, because Shaq was dominant, he was the big force with Orlando and with L.A., and then he when he leaves L.A. and then he's on Cleveland, and then he's on Boston, and then he's on Miami first, then Cleveland, then Boston, and it's just like whoever will sign him. LeBron's going to let the game force him out. LeBron will never go out on top. He's going to try and win as many rings as possible.
Yep.
Even if he's a role player, he's not going to give a shit.
Right. Which eventually is going to ruin his legacy.
Oh yeah,
it's going to ruin his legacy.
I don't even think in my opinion, he doesn't even have a fucking legacy.
Right now, the way that he does things,
he's got a legacy, and it's not a good one.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And so that's why I don't think you're going to ever even be once these next couple of seasons happen, because in all honesty, I'm not taking the Lakers to win the NBA Finals next year either.
They're not favored.
Now they are.
Not to win.
To win the NBA Finals, there's 4-1.
Fuck, no.
I mean, really?
No.
Yeah,
they got rid of Brandon Ingram, who's a big inside presence.
Sure.
Fuck Lonzo Ball, who gives a shit.
All right, but what if they end up getting Kawhi, Davis, LeBron?
But who's on the bench? Davis is going to be hurt. So who's coming off the bench? You got nobody off the bench. You got Kyle Kuzma. That's it.
Yeah. So you still think even if they get Kawhi, I mean, personally, I wouldn't even go after Kawhi if I was LA. I would be going after a guard, hardcore right now. And Kyrie is most likely going to the Nets.
I don't see how you said there is a cap in the NBA with LeBron's already huge fucking
cap hit.
Cap, and then
Anthony Davis.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard is. I don't think that you're going to have room.
Davis might still be on a rookie deal. Is Davis on a rookie deal still?
I don't know.
But Kawhi Leonard is going to fetch a handsome price
from
anybody. And I don't think that they'll have cap space.
I think he's going to go to I think he's going to go to LA. I just don't think he's going to go to the Lakers.
I think he'll go to the Clippers.
I think he'll go to the Clippers.
He's already won 2 titles.
Yeah.
I mean,
gets him the fuck out of Canada.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, is that he doesn't want to live in Canada.
He didn't want to live in San Antonio either.
Canadians don't want to live there.
Right. He didn't. He kind of wants to go
Easy, I'm half Canadian.
Okay, well, sorry.
The previous guy who I mentioned, half Canadian, half Mexican.
Yeah.
The Cowboys guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so he's a Connexican.
Nice.
He's a Manuk.
He just skipped that middle section.
Well, and the other thing,
talk about a fence jumper.
I think they need. I really think they need bad. I think they need a guard. And I'm with Derek and I were talking before the show. I agree with you with the whole Pelican trade thing. Ooh, I think the Pelicans may have made off with this one.
I think so too. Well, I told you my new squad was wherever Zion goes.
Yeah, but I don't want to cheer for Lonzo Ball.
I don't like it either.
His dad is already talking shit, and I'm sorry. If you want to talk about people that you want to throw shit at, I know Drake is annoying as fuck, but somebody needs to fucking strangle and fucking gag LeVar Ball, sorry.
I really hope that, like, I think there's still hope. I really hope that, like, Lonzo Ball could be the next Jordan.
What?
I mean, I know 6 championships is a little greedy.
Yeah.
Right, but I'd take 3 and a murdered father, right? Like I would take that.
Sure.
Yeah, all day.
Jesus Christ. I don't want any of the ball boys to be freaking successful.
Well, LaMelo is now playing in the Australian League.
Yeah. I just don't want any of them to do anything because anywhere they go and any of them are successful, then here comes LeVar. And I just want him to stay off of ESPN.
With Nikes with cardboard glued onto them.
Exactly.
Buy my $400 shoes.
The media is as much to blame for that bullshit as anybody because they keep giving him a forum.
Yeah, they keep giving him time.
Everybody can get on Twitter.
Yeah.
You don't need to fucking reblast that shit on every goddamn sports news and sports talk. Yeah, he's a dick. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like that out there, and you don't go blasting their shit. Why do you entertain this asshole and make him think he's more important than what he really is?
Of course. And then he says stupid shit like the Lakers are never going to win.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing stupid. Very smart shit. I just don't retweet
Very well
I
educated.
want to throw something at the guy. He said
knows
the
basketball, that's
Lakers
for sure.
are never going to win another NBA championship. Ever.
Never, ever?
Ever?
Never, ever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a stupid motherfucker.
I'll have some of what he's having.
Exactly.
I'm not even a Laker fan anymore. I was until about, what was it, June? Or not June, but
Whenever
July of last year?
Yeah, whenever LeBron hit the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they're still like the flagship team of the NBA. They're kind of that gold. That's
yeah.
who everybody wants to go to.
Yeah, I think it's the teams with the best players of all time have been on. That would be the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Bulls.
Sure.
I think those would be the teams. Oh yeah, would you like a new? Would you like another?
I was trying to be quiet about it,
Oh no,
so you could just keep going.
beer. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so that's I think enough for the NBA because we'll see how it unravels. What?
Who do you think? Who do you guys think though? Who do you think won the Pelicans trade?
I think I said the Pelicans.
Pelicans?
Yeah, I think so too. You said they get the 4th overall pick?
Yeah, they get number 1, so they'll have number 1 and number 4. So they're going to get Zion and then whoever they take it for, which it could be the other guy from Duke.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Yeah.
And and I believe he's a guard if I remember
Was it
correctly.
Reddish? Not Reddish.
I'd have to look it up, which I'm going off the top of my head, but yeah, I think that's an excellent deal for the Pelicans, especially that Davis wanted to get the fuck out of New Orleans. He apparently he complained and said it was always smelling musty, and so he was happy to get out. Which I'm like, that's fucking.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, that's kind of classless.
That's your upper lip, dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of shit. It's kind of bush league, but get out of there. And I think
RJ Barrett is who I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, depending on what New York does, though, because right now they got RJ Barrett going there, and they've got Darius Garland go from Vanderbilt going to New Orleans. So
Yeah.
they have
The Commodores.
a point guard and then Zion.
And I really want Zion to do well, but I really can't cheer for Lonzo. So obviously I'll keep on cheering for the Raptors. But I think I'm gonna be a freaking Grizzlies fan when this is all said and done.
Ja Morant.
I'm gonna fucking root for that guy too.
I like Morant,
I
but-
like Morant.
I'm a Pelicans fan.
All right, have fun.
God, their logo sucks.
Boy, we've spent 40 minutes on a goddamn basketball.
Holy shit! Moving on. God,
38-14.
I thought you were here to keep us on track.
I am, but we
Jesus.
stayed on the NBA the whole time.
I'm
Well,
here
for
to
the
be
most part.
brilliant.
We talked about the Rockford Peaches. We didn't stay on the NBA the whole time.
That's true.
For fuck's sakes.
True. All right, MLB. Speaking of baseball, well, that was women's baseball, but this is men's baseball.
Okay.
Anything you got in baseball?
Not that I can think of, really.
Really? You said Kimbrel.
Oh, yeah, he'll be making his debut, they think, at the end of June
Yeah.
against the Braves, which would be his former team.
That's that was his first team then, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was Braves, Red Sox.
And then
yeah,
Cubs.
so if we get into a save situation at some point in time, he'll be making his debut for us. So
There you go.
that's a nice shot in the arm that's needed.
Oh god, I hope he falls flat on his face.
Well, you
mean,
would.
I-
You don't
well-
like success.
No, I love success. I just hate the Cubs.
How do you love success, but you're a Cardinal fan?
I have more World Series than your team does, dick.
I was going to say, how long did it go? between?
Yeah.
You know what?
Series since 45.
Fuck both of you.
Yeah, you haven't won a pennant since 45 and a series since 1908 until 2016. Fucking asshole.
The Cubs are synonymous with failure. I do have to go.
They have the
with
most wins in the last 4 seasons.
Spectacular. You've got a World Series sooner than my Cardinals, but we still have more.
Yeah, but we'd never been documented for cheating either.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Houston Astros.
Nah, they were just making that shit.
You got in trouble. Mark McGwire, yeah, another one.
Yeah, that's true. I did not like McGuire.
I guess we have been documented.
Sammy
Sosa, yeah.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa too.
Yeah,
come on,
Steroids
man.
and cork bat. Jeez. And I think Ernie Banks was a cheater too.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know, I've got this throwback Ernie Banks jersey on right now. For those of you that can't see, it's made of wool. And that's the guy that was synonymous for saying, let's play 2. He loved playing doubleheaders. I can't imagine being out in 105 fucking degree heat in a wool shirt playing fucking for 9 hours of baseball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't have that kind of energy unless you're all hopped up on crystal meth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because that's what he was known for. Yes.
Sure, yes.
I was watching.
It's like, what do you do? I just swing at the dragon. That's it. That's
I was watching college because we have the college baseball World Series going on right now in Omaha, and I was watching.
What a shitty place to play that
in Omaha.
Yeah,
Rosenblatt was the best thing ever. That was the best experience.
It is a really nice facility.
Not the new one. Not the new one. I'm talking the old one. The old Rosenblatt Stadium was the best fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
I was just thinking about who wants to go to Omaha.
Nobody wants to go to Omaha,
Yeah,
but everybody wants to go to Rosenblatt.
If you're in the major leagues, that's the synonymous with failing in the major leagues. You got sent to Omaha.
Yeah.
Well, at least for the Royals.
For the Royals, yeah.
That's what I nicknamed Mike Moustakas for a lot of years.
Sure.
Omaha, because that's where that fucker belonged when he was hitting 210.
Peyton Manning tried like a motherfucker to make it
famous.
And it's still a loser.
Well, I was watching the College World Series the other day, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching the Louisville Cardinals, and they were playing in their jerseys, their helmets, everything black.
Wow.
And I'm going, fuck that shit.
I mean,
that
it's
would
been
be
an unusually
hot
cool
as
summer.
Balls.
And then to have to sit there and deal with ding.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like college ball.
Is the aluminum bats?
Aluminum bats.
I think
that is a horrendous
They
sound.
need to get rid of them. Why?
I would watch it a lot more.
Because
there's more offense.
There's a distinct difference between college and major league, and that really does give you an advantage.
Yeah.
And
it does.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, they're not top heavy,
and they're
so you can get
environmentally friendly.
Yeah. Right.
Save the trees.
Right. But
save them.
Okay. We went to watch a couple of I think it was 12 and under kids play, and these kids are in a wood bat tournament.
I played in a wood bat
I
tournament.
did too. I played in a wood bat tournament since I was 12, 13, 14. I mean, all of the really good.
I chased somebody out of a Sears with a wooden bat once.
I didn't like it.
Well, it made me better. It made me a better ball player, and that was what we were. That's what we used at practice too. We didn't even pick up an aluminum bat at practice.
That's what I hit with.
Fowler,
in Little
you're
League.
a dick, huh?
That's what I hit with in Little League was a wooden bat.
Really?
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's what we had. That's what I had, and I wanted to use my own bat, so I used a wooden Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, you could strike out with either one, really.
No kidding.
I was pretty good at that.
Yeah, especially if you play t-ball. I don't think you'd hit it off the tee.
No, but I tell you what, rumor has it I was a better defender than Jeremy Joseph.
Oh, no.
Dude, I'll meet you out there right now. Let's get on that fucking T-ball field, and we'll turn some double plays.
I'm just saying.
Unassisted triple plays, even.
All-state.
Yeah.
Really?
All-state T-ball.
Yeah, but that's Illinois where they play that bullshit T-ball. That wood bat T-ball.
Fuck both of you.
I was fucking serious, man. Like, as soon as you stepped on first, the bass squeaked.
Uh-huh.
It was fucking legit.
Yeah, that was that everybody bats around bullshit.
Yeah,
right.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right.
But I want to tell a story, cause especially with baseball, because there's not a whole lot of baseball going on. I mean, it's the regular season, and it's a daily deal.
Getting close to the break.
But the Royals catcher wore a tie for Father's Day. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Maldonado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was pretty.
Martin Maldonado.
I didn't see what he wrote on it. Do you know what he wrote on it?
It was something cryptic that only his dad would understand. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I watched the game yesterday. I don't remember what it said.
Probably, I'm getting 3 hits, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
The Royals tried to blow it. They were up 8-3 in the 8th inning,
Yeah.
and it wound up 8-6 Finished off the 9th inning with 2 runners on and Nelly Cruz at the fucking plate. So the winning run at the plate, their best home run hitter, one of the more dangerous hitters in the league.
I don't like him.
I don't either at all.
I'll tell you why I don't like him here in a minute, but go ahead and finish.
Is it because he's Hispanic?
No.
Oh,
No.
learn something new every day. Anyway, but yeah, here's the thing about the Royals. What's nice about the Royals is when you want to have a strong rest of the league, what you need is a nice firm foundation right there in the basement. And that's what they provide. They are shit. They lost 2 out of 3 and tried to get swept.
Yeah.
Tried like hell.
They snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
They sure as fuck do. Every time. I mean, and they are just a half-decent bullpen away from having a winning record.
Sure.
But that's a part of the game now, a big part of the game, and they don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we had a pen, we'd have 10 more wins.
Yeah.
We've had
so would the Cardinals. So would any other team in fucking bigs, dude. What are we talking about?
Yeah, we're in mid-June, and Ian Kennedy was able to pick up his 7th save yesterday.
Nice.
7th out of 9 tries. 7.
If you didn't have Michaelis, you'd have 10 more wins.
Yeah.
So true. my Nelson Cruz deal is I went to a game about 3 or 4 years ago, and they had the Dress to the Nines game, like the throwback Negro League game that they do.
That's the most uncomfortable broadcast of Royals year.
But
the year where all 3 white guys in the booth have to say Negro. And they're much less comfortable saying it than I am.
Well, they're used to saying it off camera.
Sure.
But so
awful.
I went to that game, and they had the deal where in the stadium you can bid on the game-worn items. Mm-hmm. And so they had both teams. They were playing the Orioles that day, and so they had both teams. And I was like, "Fuck, nobody's bid on the Nelson Cruz hat." It was the year that Nelson Cruz played for the Orioles.
They do not like him
And I was like, "Well, shit, I'll bid on that." He was, I think he was the home run champ the year before, and I was like, so I put I think $80 on it is what I ended up bidding, and I won it. And I was like, sweet, I got a game-worn, game-used Nelson Cruz hat. That's cool. And so like I pay for it, and they're like, "We'll contact you here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get it sent out." And then I get an email, and it said that Nelson Cruz took his hat. So they give those guys like 15 hats for that game, and he decided he wanted to keep the one he was wearing as well. So I had no hat, and so they were going to refund my card, but first they go, "We have some really great options for you," and this is Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Okay, what do you got?" And I'm like, "Well, we have the bullpen catcher," and I'm like, "Okay." And they keep naming all these Orioles players that I've never heard of, because I don't know if you know, the Orioles suck. And they have for a while, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was at Kauffman. Like, I'm a Kansas City fan. I like the Royals. Uh-huh. And they're like, "Oh, okay." I sent them what it was I sent them an email back saying I appreciate it, and I'm actually kind of insulted that, there's the star power of what I have compared to what you're offering me is just terrible. And they're like, "Well, we refunded your card, and we're sending you an Omar Infante hat," which wasn't even used because he was hurt. But it was signed by Infante, which I gave away.
Yeah.
So,
that's something. And
it was something, but...
Now, wait a minute.
I'm more mad at Nelson Cruz for taking his goddamn hat.
Sure. And were they actually offering you the bullpen catcher?
I wouldn't. I didn't even want that.
Because
I would have took that. I mean, I needed my yard mowed.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, he's probably worth as much as that hat.
Probably.
At least. I
bet he could close for him.
Probably.
Yeah.
I bet you he'd have at least 7 saves by now.
Probably.
Yeah. In 2012, when the All-Star game was in Kansas City, and Nelson Cruz was the captain of the American League side for the Home Run Derby, and he had hinted that he would have Billy Butler, the Royals' designated hitter, be on the American League team for the Home Run Derby, and then just fucking snubbed his ass. And, I mean, the boos were relentless. They didn't stop booing Cruz till he was back in the fucking dugout. I mean, from the time he stepped in the batter's box, it was deafening. Wow. In that stadium. Just everybody, just the hate. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, that's really the only baseball that I really have for the week. I mean, the Cardinals are 3 games behind. Cubs are 1 behind the Brewers. And I think it'll be a race. I think it'll eventually be a race at the end. But we'll see what happens. But Kansas City's pretty much already out of it. So
yeah, they might be mathematically eliminated.
Jeremy said he thinks Twins are going to win 100 games.
I do.
He did
I'm
say
eating
that.
some crow here. Twins are for real.
Yeah.
And they are in a shit division too, with the Royals, the Tigers, and the White Sox.
What the fuck's going on with the Indians?
Suck. I don't know.
Kluber's a shell of himself.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. I think having 2 good seasons without winning at all, that drains teams. That's a lot of effort to put into something to come up just short.
yeah.
And I think that's very emotionally draining. And I think that really takes a toll on your body too.
Maybe.
And so blame your fucking Cubs. That's where I'm going at with that.
I would have much rather the Cubs win that World Series than the Indians, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Me
Too, because I was there.
Yeah, but I hate the Cubs, but I hate LeBron more. So, and he was pissed.
Oh, yeah, he was rooting. Yeah, he pretended to be an Indians fan for a series.
That was the game he went to.
Yeah, but anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Let's go to football. What do we got? What do we got NFL today?
I think Jeremy's got some news.
I do.
Some good stuff, or
Yeah.
go for it.
Here's the deal: is I know a guy who is choosing to remain anonymous, but who is kind of in the know on some inside shit with the Chiefs organization, and he kind of gave me an update of what's actually happening with the Tyreek Hill situation.
Nice.
All right.
So you're hearing it first.
Yeah,
us.
I'm kind of breaking the story.
Pre-ESPN.
And
Yeah,
this
that's
is
right.
this is not official, but I trust this information quite a bit.
Okay.
But again, he wants to remain totally anonymous.
Same
You
guy
did
that
not
caught
hear this
Jeremy's
from-
wife cheating on him.
Yep.
Same guy.
Same
Yes. Yeah, this was the exchange for me not kicking his ass.
Jeremy just
And
held
for
that
him
gun.
he did me a favor fucking my wife. Okay. The reason basically that we haven't been hearing from Tyreek Hill is because this case has been moved to family court because there is a child involved, and so they don't release a lot of public information about that to protect the minor child. We had said last week that he was acquitted. He has not been acquitted. They have concluded their investigation, and once again, while they do believe a crime was committed, they cannot prove it. And so they've concluded their investigation, and it's been left inconclusive. So that way, what they were able to determine was that this is a toxic environment for the child. The child has been removed from the home.
Okay.
The couple has split up, Tyreek Hill and his fiance. The broken arm of the kid has been determined to be a result of the kid stumbling, falling, and trying to brace himself.
Done that drunk a few times.
Sure. Yeah, and I didn't break my arm, so I'm way better than this kid.
My friend Corey did.
Did he? Well, I'm better than him, too. But basically, he wasn't hit. It wasn't, a lot of times in child abuse cases, they're worried about the spiral fractures that come from the twisting of the arm. That it wasn't from that. He wasn't hit. He wasn't thrown to the ground. He fell. However, they do have reason to believe that the child believed he was going to be spanked with a belt and was like running away, and that's how he lost his balance. But the only way to find that out is that there would be to press the kid more, which would be unreliable information that probably wouldn't hold up in court.
Right.
Why put the kid through that? Go to family court with it, get the kid out of the environment until things are made safer. Tyreek and his apparently now ex are taking steps to get the kid back. Tyreek Hill has been granted at least supervised visitation with the kid. Doesn't sound like mom's getting much of anything. And a big thing that they're basically saying is, okay, she's saying he did it. He's saying she did it. And that's why they can't really prove anything. They know something happened, but in a court of law, you can't definitively prove which one. So that's why they're not pushing this any further. But there's a lot of shit with her story that is not adding up.
Okay.
This incident was not reported until 2 days after it happened. And it was reported third party by a friend of hers. The wife is claiming that it was from him hitting her or hitting the kid in the arm, which has been proven to be not true. And if it happened at the time frame that they think, he's got kind of a tentative alibi that he wasn't even around.
Really?
And some character witnesses have stepped up who have basically said that it's a lot more likely that she was going to spank him than he, just from what they've witnessed. Also, that audio recording that we've all heard was never submitted to the police for evidence. It was submitted by anonymous third party to the public, the Associated Press. Between her submitting it and it going to the Associated Press, the audio format of it has been changed to something else, which is significant because it makes it very difficult to check to see if it's been edited, doctored in any way. Basically, it's almost like she has been complaining that he's become incredibly controlling, wants to get away, but she wants full custody of the kid, so she wants it tried in the court of public opinion, which, you know, there's not a judge driving around listening to the radio that's not going to hear that audio recording and come into the case with some bias. So that really throws up a lot of red flags for the prosecutor.
Obviously, she wants to control the kid so she can get fat checks.
Well, that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, child support.
Plus, it doesn't, while he admits, he doesn't deny all the shit she's accusing him of in the audio recording, he doesn't admit to anything either. And so, and they're only investigating this one particular incident where the arm was broken.
Right.
So it really doesn't prove anything. However, he did make some harsh statements in there that he has not necessarily refuted. And that is a violation of the NFL's player conduct policy, which is good for a 4-game suspension. However, the police have done this full investigation twice now and have come up inconclusive on their results, which then makes it very difficult for the Chiefs to release him because they don't, you know, there's been a full investigation and nothing was proven. So you can't really fire somebody for something you can't prove. So there would be some major legal ramifications if they were to cut him. He would be able to sue them for a hell of a lot of money. So basically what it's coming down to is there might be a 4-game suspension, but Tyreek Hill will most likely be a Chief this next year.
That's crazy.
That is.
That's nuts.
And may not quite be the monster that we all have grown to believe he is. I think he's a dick.
Yeah.
I think he's probably certainly emotionally abusive, and he's proven to be physically abusive in the past.
And Collier's got history with that.
But all this shit, at least for this one incident with the kid, a lot of evidence lining up that maybe it was more mom than dad. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Either way, the most important part of it is there's a kid involved that needs to be kept safe.
Right.
And that's really when people say law enforcement isn't doing their job, they're looking out for the best interest of the child right now, and the child has been removed from the custody of both parents.
Damn.
So if that's what's in the kid's best interest right now, then good for them.
God
but
damn! Pass me another bottle, or give me the bottle opener there, Derek. This is crazy.
Yeah, and so what's really sounding like what's happening, in order for them for Tyreek Hill anyway to pursue getting custody of this kid back, it's going to require a lot of counseling, therapy sessions, which I think he needs.
Duh.
Probably going to hurt his 40 time. But
I don't know. I bet he could still drink a 40 with the best of them.
Well, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that the fans? Do you think the fans are going to want him back?
I don't know, because
even
most
if the evidence is overwhelmingly, hey, he's innocent, or hey,
Before the video,
which they're not. He was still kind of a dick.
Before the video came out of Ray Rice whooping the shit out of that chick,
Everybody
he got a
was
standing
supportive.
ovation.
Right.
So I think Tyreek Hill will be welcomed with open arms.
I don't know with open arms. I think he's going to have to run a kickoff back first. Once he's helping them win football games again, I think it'll get swept under the rug because this information probably won't hit most fans' ears.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I still think David Rickles is wanting to beat the shit out of him, and I don't.
I support that.
I was gonna say I don't think that I want to stop him from doing that. I think.
Well, Tyreek's got to accept the fight, and they got to sign the paperwork.
I know, but
he's got to pass physical.
Right. But I think I would still support the whole idea of David beating the fucking shit out of him.
My money's still on Rickles.
Duh.
Yeah, my money's on Dave.
Oh, fuck.
You think Dave could catch him? I guess they're pretty well enclosed. Is this going to be in an octagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
it was on the football field, I would have Tyreek because he'd just run away from him until Dave got tired out. But
no, I think eventually Tyreek would probably tire out. Dave would probably fucking catch him.
yeah,
and
Dave's got some
slam him.
fucking conditioning, that's for sure. Yeah, you got a point.
Okay. I do have to tell a real quick story. So I followed David on Facebook and stuff like that, and it was absolutely hysterical. There was a kid apparently at Lowe's that was in front of him, turned around and saw the T-shirt that he was wearing, which was the Caveman 316 T-shirt. And the guy like turned around, and was like, "This motherfucker's got a T-shirt with himself on it." It's like, "What are you?" And I'm an MMA fighter and stuff. And David, of course, is being humble
Because that's David, yeah.
Yeah, it's him. And the kid was just talking a big game and being a fucking piece of shit.
I'm a street
I'm a
fighter.
street fighter. It's like, okay, that's great. I wish David would be like, yeah, you want to go outside? We'll see what happens. But of course he would never do that. But I even messaged, I was like, thank you for sparing that stupid asshole's life. Anyway.
Again, we don't need everybody
Right.
around. The world might be better off without them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just brain damage that little bastard. All that.
Yeah, I would imagine you don't get to be a fighter of Dave's stature
No.
without being fairly even-tempered because once you
Oh, he
make a
has to
name
be.
for yourself, everywhere you go, somebody's going to want to
Absolutely.
try and
Size
push
you
your
up,
buttons.
and yeah.
Yeah, everybody I've ever talked to that knows David Rickles, every single one of them have nothing but the nicest things to say about the guy until you piss him off. If you piss him off, he's probably justified and he doesn't like you anymore. So, but other than
Right,
that,
but he knows not to swing on
oh,
somebody.
but yeah, but
Yeah.
he wouldn't do that.
'Cause
He's
he-
probably one of the
he
fucking
would get a
coolest
much
people.
Coolest fucking dudes in the world.
Yeah.
He was all
You ever
right.
get a chance, do us a favor and go back and listen to that episode because that was probably my favorite up to this date.
I still need a Caveman 316 shirt.
I was still disappointed it wasn't
David?
Dawn.
Huh?
I was still disappointed it wasn't Dawn. So
No, well, that's too bad.
that was your fault.
no.
Booked the wrong guy.
I didn't, but I don't know. Hopefully, we can have him on,
A
and
Don 316 shirt would look
Again?
really weird.
yeah, hopefully we can have him on
Would
again.
Don Rickles photoshopped with Austin 316. That's
That would be kind of weird.
Don 316.
That's weird. But anyway, I don't know. I really don't have anything. Do we
Dak?
have? Huh?
Dak.
Oh yeah. Guy wants $30 million a year plus.
Dak
That's-
Shepard?
Yeah, Dak
Yeah,
Shepard.
Yeah, Dak.
Isn't he fucking Kristen Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
I think so. Are they still
Yeah.
together? I don't
Yeah,
pay attention.
They're married, I believe.
Sarah Marshall. That's who that is, right?
Sure.
Okay. She was hot.
Is that Greg Marshall's daughter?
No, Sarah Marshall. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I
That's like
forgot
the-
her already.
That's the only fucking chick flick I actually liked because it was fucking hilarious. And Mila Kunis, you just see her boobs in it.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yep.
And what's his name?
What? I don't know.
guy.
I don't know the guy's name.
If you're listening, movie night, honey.
I don't know, but you get to see his dick.
There you go, Derek. Right up your alley.
That's all I remember.
Literally.
From that movie. What the hell is his name?
I don't know.
He's a famous man.
I know.
Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Yeah,
Boogie
that's
Nights?
right.
That's
They
who
got,
it is.
No,
Boogie
but,
Nights.
No, but they got
it's
the
prosthetic in Boogie Nights.
They got for forgetting Sarah Marshall. They got the rest of the Funky Bunch
Nice.
to star in that one.
Oh God! And who's the Aldous Snow? Who plays Aldous Snow? I can't,
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
There you go. You see, you have seen it.
No, I seen Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greek is slang for butt fucking, Scotty.
That's why he eats Greek salads, and Greek olives, and
Yogurt.
gyros.
Yogurt, that'll keep you regular.
But yeah, so $30 million is what they're saying. I don't think he's worth it.
No, fuck no, he ain't worth
30 million a year?
A year.
A year.
No.
No.
The problem is he's kind of got Dallas bent over a barrel. I don't know.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't know who else they would have. But I mean, I guess there's always next year and next draft
and yeah.
But at the moment, if they're wanting to get some, I don't think he would hold. I don't think he's got the money to hold out right now. But
Amari Cooper fucking helped raise his bar though.
Definitely did.
yeah,
because without before, I mean, it was Ezekiel Elliott, and if you stack the box, that's it.
Yep, that was the Ezekiel Elliott show.
I mean, for a guy who was drafted to be a backup and the future starter, he certainly came in and performed admirably. He got thrust into that starting role. He was supposed to back Romo up.
Okay.
And Romo wound up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And Dak had a great preseason, too.
He did, but I mean, Romo got hurt right off the bat. And I thought for sure the Chiefs would be getting a call from the Cowboys because they had Nick Foles as their backup.
Okay.
There was a guy with some starting experience. But that never happened. They just went with Dak Prescott, who I think, did he take him to the playoffs that year or damn close?
I don't think so. I think they went 8-8. They went 8-8 several years.
Which is much better than you can usually expect when you have a rookie backup quarterback.
I understand that.
Shit.
I understand that.
But Ezekiel, they had the best offensive line in football, and Ezekiel Elliott.
Nailed it.
I think you save your money and pay Zeke.
What?
Save your money and pay Zeke.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Because I mean, one of those guys is getting paid, and if you pay Zach or Dak and you can't pay Zeke, that's the wrong fucking move.
He's a serviceable quarterback.
He's okay, but you can go get somebody way cheaper.
Both of you guys are exactly right. Serviceable, and he's okay. Yes.
Not $30 million a year. No.
Bingo. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I love bingo.
Yeah, well,
that's what I call it when I play with my balls.
You can't. No,
B7 all day.
I was asking somebody. I said, okay, if you are that expensive, or if you are worth that much, name me a team you can go right now and start.
Yeah,
name me a team.
Cincinnati.
So, well, you've got the redheaded stepchild that's there still. So
yeah, but they're about done with him.
I think they're about done with him eventually. Andy Dalton, but
Buffalo Bills, maybe
Buffalo Bills.
So Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So basically, you're naming me the
Titans.
Okay, so you're naming me the shit teams at the bottom of their division every single year and don't make the playoffs. Congratulations, thank you very much. See you, Dak.
Yeah.
If you want to sit there and try to string me out for as much money as you can possibly get, then you can go ahead and do that. But where are you going to go that you can fucking play?
It all depends on what Jerry Jones' ass wants to do. Essentially,
it depends on how many. Fucking
he's a bad GM.
It depends on how many blowjobs Dak.
Fucking money.
It depends on how many blowjobs Dak has been giving him recently.
Well. Wait a minute. No, the NFL does have a salary cap, don't they?
Yeah. And they don't have a blowjob or handjob policy because Robert Kraft's all right.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Yeah, sure he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, that guy needs to be fucking kicked out for that bullshit he did.
Winning 6 Super Bowls. Fuck him.
You know what I was talking about getting oral sex.
I know. I was kidding.
From an Asian.
Oh.
I've done that twice.
He's married to one, for crying out loud.
It cost me everything.
Twice a year. Your birthday and your Facebook birthday.
Yeah,
both times.
Exactly.
Which happened to be the same day.
Do you at least get 2?
Yeah, well, she doesn't know she's finished the first one.
Okay.
Because chances are, by the time we get to that point, I've jerked off so much that there's just dust coming out. And... Right.
Yep, exactly.
It probably smells like Toronto.
Maybe it has
just
the flag.
musty.
The flag comes out of it that says bang.
She got shot twice.
Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, by the time she realizes the first one's over, I'm already hard again. And it's, but
it's impressive.
No, you know what? I just love the idea of Robert Kraft going down to the slums to some shitty massage parlor, Asian massage parlor in a shit part of town. And it just makes me wonder, what other slummy things does he do? Like, does he go to the skating rink? I would love to see him at the skating rink.
He eats gas station sushi.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I would love to see him at a bus stop.
Oh, no.
Is there anything creepier than a grown man who hangs out at a skating rink?
He plays $5 blackjack at the casino.
I bet he does. Just one shit. He doesn't even doesn't even progressive bet. Just
Oh God.
And he hits on 17.
yeah, he can't even do the math.
Those people are dicks. Hit on 17.
Splitting kings.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's all I got, kids. That's it. I don't have anything else.
All right.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Nothing?
No, apparently it's going to hail.
Yeah. No, luckily we haven't had to worry about the shitty weather lately. It's been kind of nice.
Oh, it's stormed every night.
Does it?
Yeah, in the middle of the night. We've gotten a shit ton of rain. It's June and I haven't turned on my sprinklers yet. I really haven't.
That's just because I've been pissing in his lawn.
Write your name. Yeah, that'd be awesome. All the grass dies and it just says
My
Derek.
full name, too.
Yeah, exactly.
And all of my nicknames.
The wreck?
No.
Oh, damn.
Well,
No Scooter.
Yeah, you should make Scooter McGurman in there.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't think I can drag my ass for that long.
By the way, for everybody, basement update. New furniture should be here later on this week.
Yay!
Basement will be back up and running. That's this basement update has been brought to you by the Kansas City Royals. When you love to be in the basement, go to Kansas City. Basement update not really brought to you by the Kansas City Royals.
That's great.
That is great.
All right. Well, the only thing left that we have to do is some lines of Strike Force.
I was gonna say it's Monday, dude. I'm dragging ass.
I am too. We're very ill prepared for this, but although we should not be. We should be pretty good at this already. But
for what? I was just riffing. I was just saying it's Monday and I'm dragging ass.
Oh, okay.
And I want to get my ass up. Is there something I can put in my ass?
You could butt chug some Strike Force.
Oh, is that true?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Get the funnel.
God damn.
Take any Strike Force packet, put it in a bottle of water, shake it up, and then down the ass.
An enema.
Let me tell you something. My ass loves a lot of things, especially the taste of freedom.
That's right. Tastes like freedom.
I got the world's most independent rectum.
That's right.
Thanks to Strike Force.
Your asshole has its own Bill of Rights.
It sure does. And they're all the Second Amendment because I want a bear's arm in my ass.
Or just a dude with a tank top.
Sure. Or I'd love somebody to, throw me a fastball inside and fist me.
That's right. Check the old oil.
You guys suck. For what it's worth, I actually said something to everybody at that place that I used to play baseball with, and I told them that you two never heard of the term fisted on a fastball, and every one of them were like, I've heard it everywhere. Not just our high school, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, these guys.
Well, what kind of bar was your roast at? That's my first question, because if they've all heard the term fisted.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
it could be a
fastball.
I'm guessing they're thinking what we were all thinking.
Yeah. They've never heard fisted?
Sure. Now, hang on a second.
Fucking
Before I go pouring this in my ass, though, Scotty.
Yeah.
Does it got a lot of caffeine?
It actually.
My doctor says it's not good for me.
It actually has the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, I pour coffee in my asshole all the time.
There you go. No sugar and no calories. It's a very good product. A lot of my military friends have sworn by it for years. So check them out at strikeforceenergy.com. They have 4 flavors currently. They have lemon, orange, grape, and original / Nick Foles.
And freedom.
Now, let's just say I wanted to get totally nuts and drink it.
Yeah.
How would I do that?
Well, it's liquid base.
Uh-huh.
And it comes in a packet of 10.
Right.
And
none of these are answers to the question I had.
Well, what was your? Well, I'm sorry.
Can I drink it?
Yes, of course you can drink it.
How? What do I got to do?
Just drink it.
For fuck's sake, Scotty.
I'm missing it.
I thought you had to put it in a bottle of water or something.
Yeah, put it in a bottle of water.
Can I put it in beer?
Yes, you can
All
put it in
right.
beer.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Whatever. But check them out. StrikeForceEnergy.com. Use the promo code No More Cans. Get 20% off your order. And they can basically deliver anywhere worldwide. So.
Or if you don't mind paying full price, put in #ButtChug.
Yeah, put in #ButtChug. Maybe eventually you'll get it. Actually, for fuck's sake, you probably will get a discount anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
They can't give this shit away.
As many promo codes as most people have, you just kind of probably just type in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they'll probably get one.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But anyway.
Yeah, I got 10% off of lids by fucking typing in cock rings.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got a discount on pantyhose by typing in autoerotic.
I also got a discount from Ford doing the same thing.
Sure.
Autoerotic.
Very good. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything before we take off?
Don't do
Chlamydia.
drugs.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Alone.
We're gonna not gonna quite spill the beans yet, but we are hoping next show to have a special guest. We are hoping, unless something comes up. So definitely, please tell your friends we're gonna have a very special guest is our plan, unless something comes up. But keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll try to promote it best I can. But we're really excited if everything comes through. But yeah, other than that, that's it. I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
What a sign off, folks.
Yeah. Do us a favor.
You know how Walter Cronkite used to say, okay.
That's it. I'm done.
That's the way it was.
Anybody else got anything?
Walter Cronkite. Okay, guys, do us a favor. Check us out on Facebook. We are the Unfiltered Sportscast. What?
I thought he was in here.
Oh, no.
Oh, I just heard that voice, and I was like, Jesus.
Check us out on Facebook at the Unfiltered Sportscast. Twitter, we are at Unfiltered Crew. I suck at that so bad. Instagram, the Unfiltered Sportscast. YouTube, Unfiltered Sportscast. Please do us a favor. Tell your friends, especially if you like us. But if you hate us,
Tell your enemies.
And until next time, guys,
Take that filter off and make it dirty.
we'll see you. Take care.